Hello, Tropicans. As you can see, we are in space. Yes. Oh! What is this? A hole? It must be a black hole or something like that. We are truly in space. Can yeah, Minister of Space Applications. Jonas is here. Hello, Jonas.
Hello, nice for having me.
Definitely, Jonas. And it is not only Jonas here, it is also one of my best allies. Imi is here from Realmforge. Hello.
Hello.
He is here. Awesome. Okay. Finish this masquerade. It's back. Yes, my name is El Patrico, as you know, and we are here because Tropico 6 got new content, which is called New Frontiers. And Elbrest told me that there is a famous celebrity billionaire who has sometimes some strange ideas, and Elbrest said, those ideas, they are not stupid. This man is crazy rich. I want to do the same. So we try to launch a space program today, and Jonas is definitely the master of space application.
I hope so. I can't promise too much, but we will try for sure.
And about your person, you are a producer here at
Yeah,
Calypso.
I'm a producer at Calypso.
Cool. So, and Imi is from the developer Realmforge for sure.
Yeah, I'm the tech lead of the Tropico team at Ramforge.
Awesome. So a nice crew here, and I think we're gonna start. So now switch to game mode, and Jonas, you can explain what we want to do today.
Yeah, I will take command of the controls today, so hopefully I won't mess up. Yeah, today we are gonna try to launch, of course, a spaceship to the moon. And for that we of course have to fit ourselves for the occasion.
Yes, new outfits as well.
With your approval, I would change your outfit,
definitely
if
change,
that's okay.
Change the outfit.
So space of course is harsh, so you have to have a special suit. In this case, our troponaut suits, because on Tropico we have the troponauts.
The Troponauts.
Yeah.
Including the cigar inside the helmet. I love it.
The cigar is yes.
Yeah, of course you will play with the cigar in the helmet, it has to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, not only have we new customizations for El Presidente, but we will improve our palace. I guess this is your palace you built, a bit golden I see, but yeah, we can improve on it. So let's see, maybe a moon exhibit, and every dictator needs a big rocket in his front yard, right? So
Awesome, that's possible.
yeah, so we will build our memorial.
Oh, nice hello to the Facebook viewers. There is Carmine, Gianluca, John Robert Drake, Billy Hay. And Billy Hay is asking a question if this will come to the Switch. Nothing planned yet, so it's now available for PC, and on we are December. Yes, December 15th. You will get that DLC for the consoles, Xbox family of consoles, and PlayStation. Okay, this is answered for you. Sometimes there are questions, and I have to take care a little bit of them. Okay.
Sure, no worries.
Yeah. Continue.
Yeah, I guess today, because this is a stream and we want to showcase you some new things, so we will hop into a sandbox mission. The new maps that will be available during the campaign will also be available here in the sandbox. So you can see them here, maybe a small spoiler, but we won't play those today, but we will switch to another mission, another map which is fitting to what we want to do today, which is launch the rocket to the moon. So we will apply some creative mode options so that we have it a bit easier, so that I can't mess up. Yeah.
Relaxed.
Yeah, it will be more relaxed, of course. So we will enable unlimited money, resources, all world wonders, and all blueprints. Of course, we configure the downloadable content so that we only see our New Frontiers DLC today. Let me have a quick check at the settings. Oh.
I just wanted also to mention about the customization. We also have a new trait. Not only the visuals, but also you can be a space admiral, but you have to almost complete the campaign to unlock it. But it's a really, I think it's a really powerful trait. But I won't spoiler anything because it's in the campaign. You get the idea of what this will be when you unlock the trait.
Yeah, with your permission, Presidente, I would start a game.
Yes, please. Start it and launch. Space program. Coconuts for all.
Coconuts for all, yeah.
Space coconuts.
Because at first we will have to choose the constitution. I will do this quickly. I mean, to my preferred settings, nothing special, but yeah. It's paid healthcare, that's always good. Alright. So now we are in the game. And I guess I will directly start with one of our new buildings. Because, I mean, at first we have to house our Tropicans. And for that we will start with our new capsule home cluster. I will place this building and quick construct because we have unlimited money, so no worries. And we immediately will start with one of our new features, if that's okay. So in this new DLC we have the feature of stackable buildings, which I find great. So as our city expands, we don't have to expand in the, what do you say it, wideness in the in the area, but we can, yeah, but we can grow higher. So in order to do that, we just have to place another building on it.
Oh, awesome! That will save so much space.
Yeah, it will.
So it's a new kind of upgrade basically. So you can upgrade it, but you can do it multiple times. So you can stack it on top of each other a couple of times also.
We can do it multiple times. When a whole shift, of course, I can.
There's even more also. Yeah. Whoa.
Can place multiple of them at once.
Which genius had this amazing idea?
That's a good question. I don't know. Was it you, Imi?
No, I don't know who came up with the first idea with the stackable building, but the idea definitely to just build it on top of each other was my coworker. So he said like, yeah, we just make this through the building menu instead of playing with the UI, but you just place the building on the building. It turned quite intuitive, I hope. So, but also usually there is also some disadvantage of stacking. So it's not only a good thing. So like power consumption goes up a lot and other things. So it's again like many things. It's a bit of a trade-off. But yeah, if you're space constrained, then building the tower is the way to go.
I will just place a few supporting buildings so that our Tropicans will be happy while we play and introduce you to its new features. Of course, there's one more thing, because, I mean, staking a few times isn't enough. We can increase it to more size with this new upgrade, which all stackable buildings have. So as you can see, you can build even higher. Yeah, but we need a bit of electricity, and for that we have also a great new addition to this game.
But these colors of that stackable buildings, they're random. It's nothing.
It's color variation, so it's the same like you can vary your building to have a bit different variants. You could also, I think, when you place it, you can scroll the mouse wheel or something, or there's a hotkey for that to also choose the exact which variation you want to have.
Okay.
Nothing. No, it was some key I forgot. But it's when you just place it, it's just random. Yeah. So it's get bits of variance.
We'll just place a few of them. Yeah, but we still need power, and for that we have our new fusion reactor, which has one of my favorite upgrades. We get to that in a minute.
Okay. I love the description, the reason why I have to build it on the beach.
Yeah, of course we still kept the good old Tropico human.
Yeah, so a fusion reactor can be is a new energy building that has to be built on the beach. So we also wanted to make the real estate on the beach a bit more contest. Because now, I mean, you have the wharf there, you have the dock there. Now you have to think of, but it's really powerful from the power production. Otherwise, comparable with the solar plant, just a tick better, but also a bit bigger.
Yeah. And of course, this is my favorite upgrade from all. Give it all she's got. Yeah. A very futuristic looking man with a Scot accent comes in and improves the fusion reactor. I like it, yeah. It's good. So let's continue a bit. Our city. Yeah.
The palace denies all rumors concerning the development of orbital mind control.
Let me see, what do we need next? I guess every city needs at the beginning a strong economy with some basic food production.
Yeah.
And in the theme of stackable buildings, we of course have to continue with that and build our vertical farm.
Oh, Sheffer! I can't wait for the console release. I love this game, and I'm so glad it's still getting DLC all these years later. Yes, thanks. And yeah, it's 15th of December when you can get the DLC for PlayStation and the Xbox family of consoles. I must say I'm a console player, and what I like are the controlling. So usually you would think this is a PC only game. I can never imagine playing this on a console, but we have this option wheel you can open with the controller. So I guess we will do a console release stream as well, and then we can show you that. And that is very intuitive for me, because I like it more comfortable sitting on the couch or so and playing Tropico or other games from us. They're very well in controllers.
Yeah. I
Makes sense.
recently played Railway Empire on the Steam Deck and I liked it a lot.
Yes, Empire also works really good. Yeah, Steam Deck. This is traditional console setup. Awesome. Nice buildings here. That looks great.
Yeah, I just built one of our next stackable buildings because we can produce our, how to say it, our different food resources which grow normally on plantations or on the hydroponics. But now we have this vertical farming tower. And of course we can also produce artificial meat, cheese and other stuff.
Oh, okay. So very up to date, I think.
Yeah, and also we can produce artificial manure, which I like a lot. However they do it, it's great. And this will of course get also used in our vertical farming towers. So they will increase in efficiency and you will see that our whole city gets a different look. With this new DLC, it will look more vertically.
I like that city look. I like that modern times stuff in Tropico. But I must say I'm a sort of a city guy. I really like cities and the atmosphere there, and That's my thing. Although I'm living in a village, that is, yeah. What about you, Imi? Do you
Well,
prefer more cities or the?
To be honest, I need computer with internet. It doesn't matter whether it's in the land or in the city.
That's the point. That's the point.
I rarely go out actually. So yeah, I mean I live in Munich, but I probably know less about Munich than you. I guess rarely go to the city. Yeah.
I have lived in Munich for 9 years.
Then you definitely more
Yes.
more about Munich than I do.
Enjoyed it there.
Yeah, of course, this DLC is more focused on the modern times. There is quite a few stuff in the Cold War and modern times, but not so much during the World Wars. And of course, I mean, the moon race wasn't a thing in the colonial times.
Definitely not.
So the whole theme, the whole idea for the DLC is to address the issue that you don't really have a lot of things anymore to do in the modern times. So that's why we specialized on that one especially. So basically, like making an end game for the modern times to do something later. So yeah.
What's very interesting, maybe for some viewers, is how does a DLC? Where do you start? So I had a stream once where I designed a DLC for Tropico during stream, and that was a lot of fun. But I told them, so we have to stay in the mechanics, so nothing special that is not in the game or cannot be implemented, and that was really fun. It was a huge brainstorming. And how does it work? Where do you get the pitch, or?
I mean, about that technical restriction is not such a big thing for us because we also, in parallel, just continue developing Tropico 6. So we are working on the game. We're fixing bugs. We changing things. We add new free things. I mean, we just for example, the Moonlander is free for all. It comes in the patch at the same time.
Yeah.
So we can change the game while we are also working on the DLC. So this is the big advantage that we have towards where you say like, okay, game is finished. Now you have some kind of extension system and you have to live with it. And then you can't change anything deeper anymore. So that is why I think at least our campaigns add a lot of just a new game mechanic or some other stuff. So we don't have this restriction. So I can't say really anything about lots of that one. But yeah. Where does the idea come from? I mean, yeah, from us. I mean, we just sit together. We smack our heads together until we also read the forum a lot. So don't think if we don't answer the forum that we don't read it.
Yeah.
So it's just very hard to answer so many things, and usually we just either get it summarized from one of us who says like, a lot of people in the forum said the end game in the modern times is just nothing to do anymore. And then okay, what could we do? And then we just brainstorm.
Indo J, can you show all new buildings? Yes, we are. We're here. We built up that stackable buildings. I think maybe if we have time later, we can again go through a few buildings again. But there are quite a few, and we're trying to bring our space program to a higher level. How Degen 9000, hello, nice DLC, thanks a lot. Are you playing it?
What's the power plant? Hope no tsunami hits it like 2011 in Japan.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we have a fusion power plant, so it's clean energy.
That's what I just want to say. So if that one goes boom, it's probably.
But is it clean enough to survive a tsunami? That is the question.
It's probably a missed opportunity. Yeah, we could have done something if there's like an like a meteor shower hitting this, then we get a bigger boom or something. No, but it's unfortunately not no Easter egg there. But it can, I think it can burn down. So yeah, but it's just silently burns down. But yeah, good idea. Damn it.
I think one of the viewers had a question to show new buildings.
Yeah.
On this topic, we may build
Ooh, yeah.
our other residential building. You see, yeah, we have the stackable capsule home, and then we also have this great dome house, which has a really nice new feature, which I will show in a minute. Just two.
Possible future update labs. Oh, maybe.
Oh, there are so many people come in. Yes, I mentioned it. I'm from Thailand. I was playing this game since 2002. Oh, awesome. That's really impressive to answer him in person because of someone. Oh, I'm from Colombia. Andres, bravo. I'm from Colombia. I started playing in 2016. Thanks a lot. Hope you enjoy the DLC. So many answers to time.
Yeah, the dome house.
The Palestinians putting chemicals in water
And
to make
oh, there's
citizens
another
more
one.
compliant.
Yeah, coming.
Pick up the
It's
phone and tell us what you think,
DLC.
if you can.
Tropico was banned in Thailand? Really? Interesting.
Oh, a question from Promise. Wasn't Tropico banned in Thailand at one? This is something I cannot not know.
I think it was.
Yes.
Yes, there.
Okay.
Remember some news in these regards.
Ah, okay. Yeah, there are many games that are not coming out every country. There are some other circumstances. That was very bright. From my golden palace.
My friend, Presidente.
So, okay, what was this building? I was just,
Right, the dome habitat.
Uh-huh.
So this has a great new feature. As we see, we have different work modes, and basically what this building does, it always satisfies the food happiness from the people, but we have different work modes where we can add one additional happiness. For example, we have the surgeon butcher, which in addition to preparing your food also does certain medical feats.
Oh, no.
Yeah. No, but I would like to use the holy cook. So, in addition to food happiness, people who also live in this building when visiting improve their faith happiness.
Ah, okay.
So the efficiency grows when these people visit this, so they don't have to travel as much. But of course, the trade-off is that this building is a bit bigger than other buildings.
Oh, but there are only people living in there. You don't need any workers or so.
You need 2 workers, but yeah.
And what? They need a college education. Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
they need a higher education, but the cool thing is, this also has another upgrade where you can enable dome schooling. And people in this building also get educated. So we grow the efficiency from within Tropico.
Kosher and halal food for Holy Butcher.
You'll never guess what happened, Presidente.
Yeah, so I mean, that is so big, it's not an accident. So that is the idea. So go big or go home. We wanted to introduce the spatial problem. Also, fusion reactors are quite big for a building. And when we later come to the main building, then yeah, there are some maps where you just can't build this. But yeah, that's the idea. You have to sometimes make space for it, like relocating other buildings or something.
Yeah, that's why I'm growing in this direction, because we have such a nice crater there. I guess this would be a great place to build something big.
Inside the crater.
Yeah.
That's quite a way for all the teams just to travel there.
Yeah,
you
but
should
it will work. It will work.
Should have get our first DLC. Shameless plug. Could deliver by drones.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Speaking of teams, I think you probably need.
Yeah, I think I need a few more. It's when you play in creative mode, you often forget that you need a lot of teams. At least I do.
Yeah, I always forget build up a fire department and until it starts burning, and then I realize.
That's why I built it immediately in the beginning.
You're so smart.
Yeah.
That's always the case. I always forget it. Same as with space-based Utopia. Always forget to build the charging station for the fuzzies. Always, especially in the streams I did that. And then, hey, come on, what's going on? And then, oh, everything went down.
Yeah, exactly, Chiseko.
Yeah. Let it burn to make space. Yeah.
Let it burn down to get more space. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
That's it.
Guess we need a bit more power.
Yeah, that happened. I built up something, and then I was at another part of my map. Later I came back and where's everything done? And yeah.
Another building, another island, but then you need roads there. For the
Yeah.
guys to come there.
But it looks more beautiful.
Okay. You can also build the new. Well, it's not new in this patch, but in the last patch, the offshore windmill. It's also one of the new free buildings from the last patch already.
Maybe I should do that.
But I like. I think they are cool. I don't know.
I mean, in hard, I also am a beauty builder, and this creative mode is perfect for that.
Underwater and floating cities could be an idea again. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we also have to be careful not to stretch the limits of a Tropican dictator simulator too much. I mean, it's easy to get completely out of bound, but it has also a bit to stay Tropican. But yeah, still nice idea. Yeah, sure, maybe.
Yeah,
Never say no.
that's the reason why this stream I had once was so amazing when we built up, brainstormed about a possible DLC, and in the end, I felt it really had that spirit of Tropico, and I'm making it short. It was like there is some citizens turning into zombies, and we had a reason, but I'm making it short, turning into zombies, and so they cannot work, and economy stops, and so on, and you have to build a research lab, and you need people that can research then what is the reason for them, and to find a cure, and later you will find a cure, but that only works temporarily. Then you will find out that you need that here in CERN, that
The accelerator.
the accelerator from CERN. You need that one to do further researches, and then you have to capture it via this World Wonder capturing mechanic. But then you have other problems, because Switzerland is not so happy about that situation and will raise their prices in economy and stuff. So we did that twist in that DLC. That was really funny.
And what? In which game was it?
It was Tropico 6. We played
Okay.
Tropico 6 and we
What?
were just talking about and
Okay, just brainstorming. Okay.
yeah, it was just brainstorming with the people. They all had great ideas, and then they said, "Oh, we can do that." And I said, "Okay, let's start. How shall the mission start?" And build it up step by step with the community.
Yeah, because I think I heard this ideas before, so not that you spoiled too much. Okay. I think they made it to us. The ideas.
No, and
So better not
especially
spoil too much now.
no, no, especially that twist with Switzerland. I really liked it.
Okay.
That's in the of Tropico style. For this guy.
Yeah, so
You
that
like
we
your
can
capsule homes. I see.
take it even higher. And maybe on that note, also one of my favorite work modes. We can switch to this. Okay, now I don't think we have enough jobs in this city, so we have to create more jobs. But we see quite a few people can live in this. Well, we have a good new work mode, which is called Sharing is Caring. And with that, we double the amount of people that can live in it. So, yeah,
Yeah, so this work mode also reduces the quality, so be careful.
yeah. But I think it's great. We can fit so many people in the city. Yeah.
I think we didn't disable elections, right? So we have to be re-elected here.
Yeah, but our support is quite good because I can build everything for free. And I guess in a real game,
Okay.
our economy wouldn't be so great. No, but yeah, for this it's
Okay.
enough.
Just don't try it at home, kids.
Yeah. But yeah, on that note, of course, to make people happy, we need some entertainment, and for that we have our new building, the Hologram Funhouse. Maybe we build one here and one at our new enclave. Right here. So let's upgrade it with Descended Experience, the Tropican style. Then our happiness should improve. Yeah, it's going up.
Oh, I definitely have to play Tropico. It's so huge. Getting so much content for that. So how many DLCs do we to check that out? I can't.
This one should be the 6th.
The 6th.
I don't know if the El Press edition is counted towards that. Yeah.
No. So if you count the Press edition, it would be 7, but it's not. I mean, it's not really a full DLC, the Press edition.
In the
So also
past,
so this one also has, by the way, again a 5-map campaign. So this is also one of the bigger DLCs. So the first 3 DLCs were 1 map and a new game mechanic and a couple of buildings. This one again has 5 maps. The El Press edition has 2 customizations, I think, and a couple of soundtracks.
Yes, you can check that out on Steam, and if you go to the store page, you can find the Tropico bundle, for example, but maybe you have 1, 2, 3 these you can change them, you can choose them separately. You can say, okay, I only want Caribbean Skies, but with this bundle it is not like if you're clicking on it you're gonna buy the whole bundle but in this bundle you can see, okay, which DLC do I own, those are grayed out, and the other ones are highlighted, and you can say, okay, I missed the Caribbean Skies, for example, or Tropico 6 Festival and all that stuff, and you can choose them individually. That is a very nice feature on Steam store page for Tropico.
Will just improve our economy. And maybe we can now build one of our main features of this DLC, if you are ready. That depends.
I'm ready.
Also,
You
for
are.
no specific reason, I would also recommend some mines, like iron, aluminium or so.
That's true. Maybe we should build a few more mines. For no specific
we
reason.
may need a couple of certain resources later.
Yeah. So we need for sure some iron.
El Presidente armed his home. The Martian heat ray from the woods. Alternate. You can create a Tropico multiverse or something. There are unlimited options. Fun.
Do it there.
Unfortunately, I think the place where you want to build the big one is also very good for lots of mines. And
Yeah, I know, but
it's
we will build the big stuff there, so yeah. Fortunately, we can't use the space.
you can always import stuff. And,
Yeah, that's true.
unlimited money, so it's fine.
If we need to import something, we can do that.
One of you do a space travel in real life, if you could.
Depends on how good the internet is. Of course, the latency would be quite bad here, but so you can't play any multiplayers.
I think you will get the best internet up there, especially.
Yeah, but nothing can travel faster than the speed of light. So I guess to Mars it's like 7 minutes delay or 10 minutes. Do you know that, Imi?
It's 8 minutes to the sun, so it probably depends. I mean, it's I think 50 million to 400 million kilometers, depending on the where it is. So it's quite a difference. But our Mars missions all take the same time. We're not in that level of complexity. We keep it simple. Don't worry. Don't have to know this to play the DLC. But we talked a bit about how complicated we want to do the game mechanics, and in the end we decided that Geneko Mars in circa 12 minutes. So 12 minutes. Okay.
You
Probably
check
on
that.
average. Steel. Oh, you don't need that much steel, I think. But yeah.
Ah,
Oh,
Shuseko 12 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, this is about the time that he probably needs to finish the campaign or something.
You'll never guess what happened, Presidente.
Okay, you
A
can play Tropico via Steam Deck and 12 minutes and you're.
I am my reputation.
Yeah, let's wait for this demand.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Now it starts.
Yeah, but right here I built a bit of economy. It's not yet running because the resources have to be transported to here.
Mhm.
But it's a good time to introduce also one more of our new buildings.
Oh yeah. Curious.
The Reclaimer. With this building, it uses the pollution from the surrounding building to filter the resources from the air again that get lost.
Ah, okay.
Just one thing. So it produces pollution in exactly the same amount as it reduces pollution. No, basically, it doesn't reduce pollution; it uses the pollution. So
Is it-
because we didn't want to make another reduced pollution building after the offshore windmill.
Yeah, I understood that. Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to build it where there's most pollution. I think this is probably still not enough pollution around it, or they're not really working yet.
Yeah,
yeah,
we can
pollution level
check the pollution level, but I think it's
Less build up, yeah.
yeah, it will take some time to build up. Maybe
So yeah, but another endgame building. So because people said like, yeah, I have so much pollution, and we thought like, okay, let's just make a new garbage dump. Now we already have the garbage dump, so maybe we do something else with the pollution.
I mean, when we build like a plastic plant next to it, then we should have lots of pollution. Where is it? Right here.
the big building.
Yeah, now we come to our main star of this DLC.
Main star, yeah.
Okay, El Presidente is the main star, but
Definitely,
yeah.
definitely El Pres is the big star. He had that idea.
So here it is, our spaceport complex. It's yeah, one of our biggest building to date.
It is the biggest building.
He
in
is the
Tropico.
biggest building. Okay.
That's right, yeah.
From the dimensional size, definitely. So, so there's, I mean, it's so big it needs sub buildings.
Yeah, that's the next thing, because in order to produce or construct the new components, we get to that later when we want to start our rocket here. We have to place these buildings and they will snap to position accordingly. So of course first we need a crew assembly, then the cargo hold. I will just build all of them now because I can't.
Okay, there is a map in the map. So,
Yeah, so during the campaign, you will unlock these in the different missions one after another.
Mhm.
So that was the idea why we have this as a bit of separate sub buildings and all. I think it looks quite nice. So and yeah, so they are all doing different things, but they're all buildings. I mean, they have all work modes. They have workers that they need. They have their own electricity that they need. So and if one is not working, you can also pause one if you don't need it anymore. Things like that. So, but in the end, they work really tight together with the main building. And yeah, if the main building burns, then they all won't be functional, I think.
yeah, actually, we have a lot of people on our store page on Steam that can watch our live stream. We're not on YouTube and Twitch. We're also on Facebook and on the store page of Steam. You can check there, and there is also the possibility to use the chat. It's a really nice feature that Steam provides publishers there, so we can add more content, live streams, and we have a couple of games where we are let run a lot of content. There, pre-recorded content, and there you can see how some other players not from Calypso showed the game, or yeah, you will see a lot of me. And yeah, the stream actually.
So what do we want to build next? That's a good question.
Maybe let's start building a rocket.
Yeah,
We start.
I guess it's a good idea. Maybe we will need some resources on the way that we don't have yet, but
I know it's not necessary, but can we build a sports stadium or so?
yeah, of course. Where do you want a sports stadium?
City.
It should be under entertainment, yeah. Maybe somewhere.
It is one of my favorite buildings.
It's also good to fulfill the entertainment need.
Not as good as the holocron.
This is the home of the Tropican basketball team, the Tropico Thunders.
Okay, then we have to make it a little bit more beautiful, right?
There's Memoria.
Space.
Usually I like parks quite a lot.
Yeah, me too, yeah.
I like my Tropico beautiful. I mean, now I don't have that much time during stream to do it, but usually yeah. I mean, this would be also the best spot for the palace, but I mean, why not change it, right?
You have a better overview now.
Yeah. Hey, Presidente.
And I think from there it's possible to see the progress. Oh yes, you can see the progress of the space center.
Ah, yeah.
Awesome.
No whole city.
Yeah, he's far away from the noise.
And if the rocket crashes, yeah, Nothing can happen. So yeah, maybe we will go and build our rocket.
Yeah, something from for the eye. Yeah, that's very important.
Yeah. So see, we have this new button in the bottom right.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh no, I'm hiding it.
Are you?
I'm hiding it. Wait. Oh, now you can see it.
No, it's right there.
Yeah.
Let me click it and zack.
Okay.
So you can also access this via the space complex, of course. So we are greeted with our mission checklist. So the game tells us what we have to do. For new people, we of course have the help section. So here you can learn what you have to do to launch a rocket, but now we can go through the steps here in the stream. So yeah. Do you want to add anything, Emmy? Any remarks on how we should
Fine,
proceed?
Well, it's fine. Can go from top to bottom through the checklist. So the first thing is checklist.
Yeah. The first thing is already checked. We built all the assembly buildings, and then we go to the next. We will ask for a research grant.
You put the Earth first, and now
Kerbal
everyone
Space
is
Program
happy.
Tropico Edition. Yeah, there may be inspirations.
Like the bears, ain't
So
what
I like
the,
Kerbal Space
research
Program.
grants, that is. Research grants is one of my most toy feature that I like there a lot. Brought in.
Yeah.
Just
So
right.
so I guess we will choose the rocket engine. It's usually a good pick for the beginning because we want
what-
to launch a mission to do.
Yeah, what research grants basically is when you want to build a rocket, you get only the first and cheapest components at the start. So, and one of the things is that you have to unlock all the different higher value components. So you will see then later in the next tab. And the research grants is one of the easiest way of getting a foothold started, or when you're missing like this one thing. And you can just basically borrow the next tech level of one of the 4 categories. But you have to give it back. Except you fulfill their demands, which sometimes are not fulfillable in the first mission. So don't be afraid. Sometimes they're quite easy. You can reject them, then of course you get a penalty and they are standing, but then you can reroll a bit. But most of the time it's just whatever. Either you fulfill it or not, and then you have to give it back.
Yeah. So we want to go to the moon, so we have selected the moon. If you want to go to Mars, you click that. We can try to
Quite
launch a
challenging with the first rocket to get to Mars directly is that's a pro.
It could happen. I don't know if it's
Yeah.
impossible, but
Everything has to align, probably.
Yeah, but we can leave
I'm
few
not
stuff
sure
to
you
the
can have
viewers.
yeah.
No, the moon
So
is a good. Also, by the way, in Cold Wars, the moon is the only option. So you have to get to modern times to get to the Mars. first.
Okay.
Anyway.
yeah. So let's continue with our next checklist step, which is we have to construct a crew cabin. If I click on that, I switch to the next step. You can also switch right there. So here you see the components we have to build. Of course, we have to have crew on board. We have need some cargo, fuel, and of course a powerful engine. So first we will build our cabin, which will carry the crew. Click on construct, so place the order. Next I will choose one cargo space, fuel tank, and let's build our good engine we just got from our request. Yeah, of course,
Yeah,
maybe
there's forward with your 4, the different things. Or do you want to explain?
Yeah, so in this screen we have different informations. First we see the rate of the components. So each component has a different rate. You see the cargo hold and fuel tank has a variable rate because we can later decide how much fuel and supplies, in this case cargo, we want to carry on the mission. The more we have, the more successful it will most likely be.
Yeah.
But of course the heavier the rocket gets. You see that the engine can only carry a certain amount. So
I see.
in this case, the first engine can only carry 200 tons into space, and the next one 300 tons. So that's why you need to research better stuff.
I see. Oh, Adam Handley, welcome. I'm surprised to see a new DLC for Tropico 6. Yeah, surprise! Christmas surprise, almost. New DLC for Tropico 6 called New Frontiers, out now on PC via Steam, and December 15th there will be the console release for the Xbox family of consoles and the PlayStations. Yeah.
Let's go through the last steps. We have the risk level, so some parts will be more reliable in space than others. We will later see, hopefully, some events happening. Some of them may be good, most of them bad, so you need to be prepared. Space is...
Don't try to get a good event. They're very rare.
Yeah.
They are bad.
Space is not friendly. And lastly, we see special stuff for the different parts. So how many crew we can carry, how many supplies or fuel the parts can load, and also which kind of fuel we need. In this case, we need coal. All right. So
no, could you open it again?
yeah, sure.
Because the question was, am I correct in assuming that the more expensive engines yield greater rewards in space missions? No. The more expensive engines can carry more stuff. And you need the stuff to prevent the events. And the risk level is basically a factor on what you have to pay for to control the events. So, and the stuff that you bring is in the cargo hold. So basically the crew cabin are the passengers. The more passengers you have, the better the mission will be. Especially when you land on Mars. You want to have as many people on Mars as possible. When the cargo hold is just important that you bring stuff called additional supplies. You bring additional supplies in space, and this is basically the currency where you pay your events most of the time. Some or not. Many are also different. The fuel, you just need to reach the target. And also sometimes it's good to bring a bit of extra fuel, because lots of events have some special options which are a bit less bad if you, for example, decide to spend fuel, if you have any extra fuel. And yeah, the engine is just to lift all the stuff. So you want to have the good engine to first to have a low risk level. I mean, especially the reliable nuclear engine has a low risk level, so you need less cargo. And then you also can carry more. Okay, that's answering the question. Hopefully.
So we see that our components get built. We also see the stuff we need. That was a good reminder from Imi that we need, in this case, aluminium and iron. For different components, you see we need different stuff. For example, for this best one, we need a lot of electronics and gold, so it will be more expensive. Yeah. Let me see why this... you see we need rubber. This case,
basically
I think
the cheap ones are duct tape and rubber.
Yeah.
and
I guess in
and
this
wood.
case I will use the trade route to get it.
Yeah, I also totally dig the names of the components. I always smile when I see it. It's a coal engine. It's like, yeah, sure.
Coal
By the
engine,
way,
yes,
also, they all have different looks. So if you build them and you can actually see the rocket.
Yeah.
So and once they get assembled, yeah. And here I think this is the cargo hold, the first part of the cargo hold, if I'm correct. So and it just gets assembled over time. Yeah, and there's the fuel tank next to it.
Mm-hmm.
So this is our artists spent a lot of time to make this beautiful. So don't only play with the UI.
It seems that they want
We let them vote. I think we get a pass. Yeah, we have good approval. Yeah. Let's check.
I bet that Tropico has tall enough mountains on an island somewhere that has snow on the top all year round. Primus. I do not like snow.
Ooh, be prepared. Soon the winter event starts again.
Yeah, no, my children, they're always happy. Or
No, I mean in Tropico. So
no, in
So we
real
don't have it now,
real
but-
life, I'm really not a snow fan.
yeah, I think if you do a live stream on 15th, I think it starts on 20th or 19th. The seasonal event for Tropico every year.
Ah, okay, yes.
It starts with snow in Tropico. It's always a controversial, but you can switch it off if you don't like it.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah,
It's a bit distracting in a stream, but it's
Yeah.
quite okay.
yeah, that's a good thing. So for some of the viewers, we have seasonal events in some of our games, and some people, yes, like you said, Imi, it's distracting for a few, but you can switch that off. I kind of like that because it's some sort of a new mood that's that works
It's
for
a fun
me
gimmick.
especially.
I just see that we actually have a request to issue the Space Opera, which is one of our new edicts.
Yeah, this is the not the requirement, the grant, the research grant that you took.
Yeah.
It wants us to start a rocket with the space opera. Yeah, and this is the new edict, exactly.
Yes,
So
we
there are
took
two-
we
Where
took
is
the
it?
moon in
There are,
percentage.
there are 2 new edicts in total. So I think the space opera is in the modern times. if I
Yeah,
remember
it
correctly.
should be in the modern times.
All the way down, I think.
See it?
All the way down. I think the DLCs are the end. No? They're not.
What are we searching for?
Space Soap Opera.
Space soap opera.
Space.
We are just missing it. Just researched it earlier. Maybe I'm blind.
Yeah, sometimes there is.
Oh no, we already have it researched. We just need more knowledge, I think. we don't have enough knowledge here.
Space soap.
Yeah. Adam Handley, El Presidente took over the moon in the 1%ers missions. This is, by the way, the map that we're playing.
Yeah.
With his personality, it makes sense that he would try to go after Mars next. Just play the campaign, then you will know.
Yeah.
Mars is not the end. Moon is not the end.
Mars is not the end.
Understand the pressures of will, a spokesperson said.
So
More than Mars. No, sorry, it
No,
wasn't.
no,
Sorry, Zeko, it wasn't. Slip of the tongue.
Slip of the tongue.
Now we have to deliver.
Yeah, definitely.
let's get some research going.
I think you're getting attacked. I'm not sure what they're attacking, but
Oh, you're oh no, oh no. Yes, that was totally planned.
relocate the palace in their way. Use the palace. It's your best weapon. By the way, this is actually a good tip for people who have problems with pirates in colonial. You can use your palace as a defense building.
Okay.
They usually can defeat every single pirate attack.
Okay.
Where is it? Didn't know that I could climb this hill.
Yeah, that's maybe the reason why you see a lot of military buildings around
It's
those
okay.
space.
It's just guerrillas. They were just set it on fire.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It was something like those people that wanted to raid the Area 51. Maybe.
The buildings won't help. There are nobody there.
They will delay the rebels.
No, that's for sure. Yeah.
But where are our tanks? Oh, hopefully they.
It's fine. They just set a bit of fire and then go again.
Yeah.
I hope.
If you say that.
Yeah. Planning.
Okay.
And now they're leaving. Yeah. It's not the uprising yet. So you have 2 different stages. You have the guerrillas attacking, and then you have the uprising. The uprising is the problem. So they'll just flatten you.
Is a landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical kind,
No, you
not the
damn
kind that accidentally reduces the size of the workforce.
I can't hear you. Last I hear is Mars is not the. Janeko out.
That's easy. I can't do it from here. No.
No.
But I mean, this is also nice view. Burning
sure,
stuff
yeah.
around a rocket. What could go wrong?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, there come enough firefighters
come
already.
on.
There. It's fine.
But
Fine.
they're here. They have everything under control.
Oh, we will send helicopters as well.
Yeah, I mean, it is an expensive building, and gorillas like to go for more expensive buildings first. So
Yeah,
yes.
We just want to create space. Yes.
Good.
So
Really?
yeah, fine. And I didn't save, but quick
was-
save is enabled. So I mean auto save. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, but everything is built. Hooray!
Yeah, everything is built. So, as you see, our next check is the boarding. So we need to board our passengers, but first I wanted to look quickly whether... Ah, we can enable it now, we have enough research here. So let's issue this. So, as you see, when doing space missions, we basically live stream that to all the people and get a monthly reward. So, reach the moon. Yeah. So, now we are in the boarding process. And for that, we can choose which Tropicans to send to space. And there is some really nice stuff you can do with it.
Let me
So, we can...
Military stuff.
Yeah. We can select how... We can really fine-tune which Tropicans we want to send to space. So, like, for example, we can only send our criminals away. It's like Australia and... No, we can't say that, right? No. But we really can choose the people. we
I
want to
think criminals it carries a big risk because
Yeah,
they
it
might land on the moon, build their own colony, and then one day they will come back to fight us. You know?
You mean they will land on the dark side? Yeah,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you got me. You got me. Yeah.
No, there is no dark, whatever. No, but from technical perspective, we made sure that there is absolutely no difference when you land with criminals or when you land with your best college-educated people. So that's intentionally.
Yeah.
Mars doesn't care.
But I want to build one stuff before this, and this is a lot of billboards. Because we have here a different work mode, which is the space recruitment. So with that, people will go faster to the missions to Mars.
Yeah, that is important. Not only faster, but they actually will not go to the spaceport if they don't know about the spaceport. So if you don't build the billboards, they will only gather around when they just see the spaceport in the vicinity there. And if you build it on a very remote volcano island, then you will probably have a hard time to get your people recruited. I mean, the 10 people are still probably okay, but it's yeah, the billboards is important when you want to choose a remote location for your spaceport.
Yeah. And I think we also have a nice picture there. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, awesome.
That's what you want to see. Presidente to space.
Yes. There are a lot of questions in the chat, I see. All right.
So players can choose to send undesirables into space or certain citizens in order to please or sabotage virus.
Yes, exactly. That is intentionally. You can get the diehard and strong people or factions you don't like into space. And nobody says that the space mission has to be successful. So we don't talk about what happens to these people. No, but yeah. Yeah, you can filter out the unwanted things from your island and then just get rid of them in a new way.
That's
I mean, before you had to arrest them, you can bribe them, you can do several things, and now you can also send them to space. And yeah, you can also see that when you click an agent, maybe you can show it, then there is a new button, send to space. You can also say, you go away,
Let's pause.
intentionally.
Search for some agents wandering around.
Sorry, the agent is the technical term, some Tropicans, of course. It's in the code, it's called agents. Yeah, so there's this new send to space button. So yes, you definitely can get rid of people that you don't like or factions want to be less present in your game, send them to space.
And then she will go to the spaceport to board.
Yes, if you
I mean,
click
we
them,
can
then
do
she
it
will
right now. So let's.
start boarding.
We will allow anyone to go to space and start a boarding process.
Mhm.
So now Tropicans can go to this, and now we should be able to send Lucia to space. Bye. We have a new Troponaut. Yeah.
So, and that works from everywhere. So there you don't need any billboards or something.
Yeah, that was my question. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the same restrictions apply as for other interactions. When you try to get, for example, rid of your rival in an election, this will have consequences. So it's not a go out of jail free card. So it's in the system of Tropico.
Yeah. So we see not only are we boarding now crew, I think one crew member is already in. We are also loading supplies
Yeah.
for our mission. The fuel was already loaded, but if you click on this, you see we need coal, furniture, and canned food. Furniture and canned goods, that are the supplies that are loaded. So that's why I was so wise and built those in advance, those two buildings. Yeah. So
Played this game before, right?
I've played it a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And also we have this cool upgrade for our space complex, so in case our power plants get attacked, we can install an emergency nuclear power reactor. So that it's self-sufficient, nothing can go wrong then.
But this actually is only important while the space mission is running, not before. So then it kicks in, so before it doesn't do anything.
You know what, let's do it and...
It's like the most, I think this is the most ridiculous science mechanic ever. That when you have an issue during space and you don't have this upgrade, then the spaceship just pauses. It just stops and waits for you to do something.
I mean, they don't have any commands, any directions on where to go, so...
Yeah, whatever.
It's like in Kerbal Space Program. If it
Okay, but
doesn't
we are
receive a signal, then it doesn't travel to its destination.
We will probably see this anyway, so let's not spoil it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I was previously on this other fun edict we added. Here the call. Maybe you can go into detail to that, Emmy. I won't do it now, but it will
Yeah, here
get
the call
relevant
is-
when you have large crew cabins.
Yeah, here the call is basically, I'm sick of waiting. Everyone now goes to the spaceship. So later you can get up to 200 people into a spaceship. And yeah, here the call makes everyone wants to go to the spaceship immediately. The downside is when he can't find the place because you have too few, then, yeah, well, then he's pissed. So he's like losing a bit of your approval rating. So that is a nice thing when you basically set up your filter, everything is fine, everything is nice set up, and then just do hear the call, and basically you should get almost everyone immediately that is eligible to move to the spaceport. So like a nice, quick shortcut.
Yeah. So let's check. Ah, yeah. So we are ready for our mission. So we see everything is fulfilled. Fuel, we have fuel. We are within our weight limit, so because of our engine we can lift 350 tons. We have 235 loaded. If we are overweight, we can either discard, disassemble some of the stuff. In this case we only build one, but for example if you build 3 and you see we are overweight, we can deconstruct it.
Okay.
But also we can adjust with the slider how much we load, for example for our supplies
okay.
or fuel. So Imi, with this rocket, are we able to reach the moon? I guess so.
Easy, easy. Full supplies, no
Well, the
worries.
thing is, this is a stream, and bad events can
Streamline.
happen in space. We already got attacked.
Yeah, so actually there's 250% risk level. If you get an event that has a bit of higher supplies, the 100 won't save you. Yeah. So if you get a bad event, we will be out. Yeah, that's certain. But I'm still confident. I think we are lucky.
You are otherwise I would construct a second fuel tank. Are you
No,
confident?
you don't need a fuel tank. If
Okay,
at all, then you
well.
need a cargo hold. So
Then
fuel tank,
let's first. Okay.
but it's let's just risk it. I mean, we can always launch a second rocket.
Do we need a countdown? 3, 2, 1.
One. Launch.
So, yeah. Our great rocket will launch into space. And also we see one of the new stuff just popped up on top. Yeah.
New UI in the top. Exactly.
We will go into detail later what that does, but yeah.
Comment about the tremendous event in world history.
That looks good.
Ah, too close. Yeah, cool. So we have liftoff. Our mission goes to space. Yeah, and it's gone. Ah, still see it a bit. Yeah, so
It left the stratosphere.
left the stratosphere, yeah. So maybe I will speed up time a little bit, so that this mission will progress faster. And we see here on top we have a small icon for our rocket and its
Yeah.
progress. We see our target, the moon, and of course final destination where we can go later, Mars.
Yeah.
And the special thing here is that we have also some space stations or relics in space.
Uh-huh.
You can see it there. And basically, I
Space
don't.
station.
Do you want to go into this further, Amy?
No, sure.
Okay.
So it's space debris. So the space station is something else. Oh, don't spoil it. No, the space debris is basically old relics of old missions. So every time you fail, or by the way, also in multiplayer, this also works in multiplayer. If your opponent fails, he will leave a space debris, and everyone can salvage the space debris. So once you get to the space debris, you can do certain things with it. Maybe you can also go into the mission screen again in the mission UI. So during a space mission, it should open in a different tab.
Ah,
Exactly.
right, yeah.
So this is the next tab. This is the space mission encounters tab, and there you also see the space debris. And maybe you can select one of them, and there you see, okay, there's stuff inside, fuel in this case, and additional supplies, which is very typical. And this is so we pre-generate 2 debris just because there were previous missions, I guess, from other nations. But also when your ship is gone, then it will turn into a space debris. So, and you can salvage it later. So that means, yeah, if one of the events hit and yeah, you just can't pay it, then it's okay. You can still abort the mission and you can salvage at least the stuff later. Or you can salvage the space debris if you say, I don't really actually need the stuff inside. I salvage it and get permanently 1 unlock for one of the components. So you can build like a new engine, one better. But you can't choose which one. You get a random one. But this is also a good way to get to research components. So by just salvaging the space debris on your way.
Yeah. And on the left side, you can see how much fuel we would need to reach these destinations. So, the more missions we fail in space, the easier it will be to get to Mars.
Yeah.
So you totally can like use them as an hop. So you can say, okay, I need 44 tons to get there. So it's fine. Then I get another one, and then I need this money, and then I come to Mars with only 2 engines, 2 fuel tanks, or something like that. That is also some way to play the game. Yeah.
I mean, this would be a good time to also briefly talk about our end goal Mars, what it does, because we didn't show this yet. Our last screen, which shows the beautiful Mars surface. And we have these craters where we can establish colonies later.
Oh, okay.
And when we do, you see, they will give different bonuses to us. So depending on what we settle, we will get permanent bonuses that make our Tropico better. So we have a new endgame experience and goal for a player.
But that's only for the Mars, not for the...
That's only for Mars.
Ah,
yeah.
okay.
Moon also has a couple of boonies, but the most important about the moon we will hopefully see when we reach there. But yeah, the Mars bonuses is basically this is the end game idea. So, and by the way, there's always written up to, like 200% up to or something. You don't get it when you get 10 people there. Yeah, I mean, if up to 200, you probably get like 5 when you get with 10 people there. You have to get several hundred people to get the maximum bonus. So yeah, if you like a grinder and want to have every single bonus on Mars, then be prepared to play a bit.
Yeah.
So, no space, no mission until Mars. Yeah, this can happen. I mean, they are random. Usually there's one mission event before you reach the... Yeah, lucky. So this is now we can keep this thing because we reached the moon. With the space opera all the way intact. So that is not the one yet, but this was the first mission. And now comes the one. We reached the moon.
Yeah, we reached the moon first time, so we can... Of course, the best thing would be to unlock 2 new random spacecraft components so that our subsequent missions will get easier. I guess we should do that as well.
Jeez, okay. On the moon? Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Good idea.
Yeah, and it's, the other are basically like the fallback option should you decide to go to the moon multiple times, or just for the lulz a bit. But they also scale with the number of people you come there. So for the first mission, it doesn't matter. So the first mission is probably clever, yeah, just 10 people. But later, if you want to land 200 people on Mars, you get, on the moon, then you get quite a lot of Gs.
Yeah, and so we got 2 new components, and actually these are really good. We got a new fuel tank and a better engine. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the second level cargo hold is, it's okay.
I mean, I guess we can construct these and see where we go. Maybe we fail the mission, but let's just do it.
Oh.
Let's build 2 fuel tanks. These and what do we need? Iron, rubber iron, nickel. We don't have that. Yeah. And steel. Let's maybe import some nickel. Just ban the export.
I think there was also nickel mine, but yeah, this works as well.
Did I build a mine for that?
But by the way, if you have an import trade route open, you won't export it. So, but you can also block the export. Doesn't matter.
You always learn something new with Tropico.
It's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah, another good thing here is also to use warehouses. So they are in the game since a while. You can use warehouses to store certain things that you usually need for these missions, and then just have them exported.
Watch it, let's do that. Where's the warehouse here?
Oh, Juseko has a question. If you always choose no risk components, can you be sure that nothing happens? No. This just means that you don't have to pay additionally. So when you have a risk level of, say, 200%, plus 200% means if you ordinarily would have to pay, let's say, 50 tons of additional supplies to circumvent some event, now suddenly you have to pay this 150 tons because you get plus 200%. So, and if you don't have the 150 tons, then it's abort mission time. Or you have to choose one of the other options, which are sometimes not as desirable. But there are also some mission events, there are some quite hidden goodies there that actually give you bonuses or give you strange things. So we really try to be a bit weird in the mission events. So they are not standard, but hopefully also a bit entertaining. At least that would be nice if you guys find it entertaining.
Yeah, and maybe while we construct our spacecraft there, I can show you one more new building.
Oh, another one.
Yeah, which is, of course, our capsule hotel. We have the option to refit the building, or of course build it from scratch. Where is it? Here, the capsule hotel. So this is for tourists. Of course, we can also stack it higher.
That's the tourist version of the
Yeah.
cluster.
Oh, and I don't know if any person from the stream recognizes this building, because actually this is inspired by a real building that existed. Sadly, it was deconstructed, or demolished this year in Tokyo.
This year it was demolished.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
I
think
didn't
it's
know
from the 70s or 80s, the building.
Okay.
I mean, this would be something great to live in maybe for a day or two, but I can't imagine. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a documentary where they bought a lot of old houses and buildings in Tokyo, a company, and they constructed it or sometimes reconstructed it to modern tiny apartment buildings, and that was really interesting. For me, if I was alone, those tiny apartments would be amazing. That would be really enough for me. Really, I don't need that
depends.
much. I don't need that much space.
Yeah, that's true. Computer, your desk, and
No, come on. There are so many things you are possessing, and things. A lot of things, especially in entertainment stuff, is turning into digital. So I have a lot of DVDs and Blu-rays and stuff, but since I have all the streaming platforms, I'm not buying DVDs or Blu-rays anymore. So there's a lot of space I could create if I don't want to throw them away, but
yeah.
I have a lot of camera equipment. That's gonna be very difficult to store that in a tiny.
And I don't know how it is to live with children in a tiny
No,
apartment.
that's what I mentioned. So if I were alone, for me by myself, children, no way. I was once vacation, and we had a small holiday house or so. That was terrible. That was the worst vacation of my life. I came back home in a more worse situation than when I went there. It's totally done. It was not easy. Such a small space with 3 children.
Safe but stupid, or ticking time bomb to robot apocalypse. Canal Uno reporters will have the crucial answer
But I can't imagine. I was visiting Paris, and we had a really small hotel room. It was really small. It was just, you got in there and there was the bed and there was a small bathroom. But we were in Paris. We came only back to sleep, so there was no need to get a bigger room or so. So for example, you built up that beautiful sports stadium, and if you're a big fan of the Tropical Thunder, then only need a place to sleep, go to the game, go back to sleep, and then...
So you suggest we need also tiny houses here for Tropico? Or would you be okay to live in such a tower?
No, I would not live in such a tower, definitely not. But I would say that hotel thing for just visiting a city for a specific event and not staying there for 1 or 2 weeks. So maybe you need something for 2 nights, and if I would visit, I'm a huge basketball fan and I'm a huge New York Knicks fan, so to travel there, have a hotel room, the tickets for the game and all that stuff, it's gonna be really expensive. But if I could choose, if there is just a tiny room that does not cost that much, and I'm in New York for 2 or 3 days, I don't need a large hotel room, I think.
Then it's okay. Yeah, but one thing that concerns me most about this is I think this building was meant that these, how to say it, like capsules
yeah.
or elements, they could be exchanged. So they are just bolted to this, and you could exchange them.
Yeah,
but in Japan, you know, it's a region of the world where there are like a lot of storms and earthquakes, and
Yeah.
imagine you live here and I wouldn't feel so safe.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about the space and not of the construction. I really want to live in a nice constructed building. Feel
So-
safe.
But let's see of our space mission. Our fuel is still loading, okay. But I guess we could already start with the boarding of.
And it's okay. So
I didn't select
Yeah.
Mars, did I?
a tip for boarding: when you board, they will wait in the rocket, and they will not give up their workplace, because if you just kick them out again or change the filters that they are no longer eligible, they will just go back. So if you have 200 people boarding, and you just do it at the very beginning, and then you wait for the fuel to be loaded, for everything else, or maybe even stuff to be built, yeah, they will just wait in the rocket. So that is also why probably boarding is one of the later things you do, but yeah, with 10 people it's okay.
Yeah. Also, we here get a nice warning. We need 150 tons, but we
Fine.
will be fine.
You don't need to reach Mars.
Yeah, we have some pit stops. We saw.
Yeah, we have some pit
We have
stops.
another guerrilla attack.
So
Hopefully not against the thing again.
we will be fine. We will be playing creative mode, so we don't have to pay too much attention to our Tropicans at the moment.
89, 88%
Yeah.
happiness.
And the thing is, well, medium rebel threat, it's increasing, but with unlimited money, we really have the options now. Yeah. So what kind of fuel did we need?
Surprise! 347 just came here recently. What did I miss? This is the new DLC, New Frontiers for Tropico 6, which launched yesterday on PC. It's on Steam and it's on consoles, PlayStation. The PlayStation consoles 4 and 5 and the Xbox family of consoles on December 15th. What else did you miss? We built up our space station, a nice island. Have here stackable buildings where people can enjoy their stay and watching our basketball team there. And we're on a journey to the moon, which worked fine. So we could upgrade our space program, and what the next thing is reaching the Mars. You can see it on the upper side of the screen. This is the distance left of the Earth, the Moon, and on the right there is the Mars, and in between there are some space debris. That's right, and we can use them, or this is the plan. We want to use them as pit stop because we can also raid stuff from this. I hope this was it in a nutshell, I believe.
This is it in a nutshell for the mechanics. There are of course a few more things which we didn't mention. We didn't go through all the work modes, the upgrades, all the space events. There are a few good secrets in there and Easter eggs. So
Yes, but we don't want to spoil.
and also we didn't show the campaign, so
Yeah, that's up to you. How many missions are in that campaign? I don't think five missions.
Missions fully voiced, and also I would say quite long. I think probably Joseko again plays them in speedrun mode, but it's still a lot of time that you can spend there.
even with speedrun mode you need a lot of time. And
So
yeah.
and they are playing from World War until modern times, and you will learn the true secret about the moon landing, and you will probably learn about the true Mars missions. And what El Presidente has to do with Mars.
Yes, you can stack up. Surprise! Yes, you can stack up buildings, and as well there is a hotel complex that you can also stack. This capsule home. These
Let's maybe build another one.
Yeah, you can. We can build another one so you can see how this mechanic works. So basic one.
Right here.
And speaking of the campaign, I wanted to give a shout out to one of my colleagues who's currently on holiday and has deserved holiday, who did the cutscenes, because I think they are so awesome.
And just stack them. And what is very funny, you can also increase the amount of people by pushing them all into.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
think it's
show this again.
it's possible for the
A landslide, Presidente. The metaphorical
the capsule hotel has other funny work modes, no, but it's it's cool for such a building. So you see the building is full, 42 out of 42. Sharing is caring,
yes.
and
Now
we will
you
get
have
a lot more. Of course, the living quality decreases. Yeah, so
Definitely.
our Tropicans will be less happy, and yeah.
And Surprise wants to know what that dome building is, so we can show it.
Yeah, this is the other residential building, which has a few cool features, where you can see it has different work modes. It always provides food to the residents, but you can also give them other benefits like healthcare while they are in their home, or food, entertainment, and faith. And you have the upgrade option to dome schooling, so that they get education while they are in the building. What could be better?
Awesome. And they have filtered air.
Yes. And you have full control as a state over them. I mean, if you live in a dome, you see everything.
Definitely.
Yeah. With this nice plaza and but one question would be how hot it will be. You live in a greenhouse all the time on a tropical island.
See the big air conditioners on the side.
Yeah, and
Ah, right, that's why we need electricity.
there are, I think, 4 or so around there.
I also want to do a shout out to our artists. They
Definitely.
did an amazing job, I think, with the buildings.
Definitely, yeah.
Totally dig them.
I like the fusion reactor. Let's look back on our space mission. Yeah, we are still needing fuel.
This time it's oils, but probably don't have an oil mine, or no? I put it
Yeah,
in somewhere.
maybe let's import some more faster.
Yeah, so the different engines also need different types of fuel, and I think the first and the there's another one which uses hydrogen, which isn't available. It basically means no fuel. Ah, no, it's only the first one. Yeah. So the first one doesn't need any special resource, but the other ones actually need resources.
Yeah. Brain here.
I like the chair on the rocket, which is like, shh, don't tease anything. It's campaign.
No teasers. But yeah. Now it gets loaded.
Yeah, but again, I mean, these are only the buildings we show for the sandbox. There are also special buildings during the campaign. So we have several buildings that are only for like this one campaign map. So, and yeah, but we won't spoil them here. You have to play the campaign.
Ah, now we are full. Still shows the question mark because, you know, there's a chance that we don't reach it, but let's see.
Sorry, but I don't think we make it. This time, I mean, if we want to go to Mars with 100 tons of supply, this is very 175% risk level. We have to be very lucky.
Yeah.
But we can try.
But I have an idea. I mean, this nice palace can watch over our whole island. Maybe you can see this launch in the distance.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but you have to be quick back because you get zoomed to the building.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah, we are quick.
We have liftoff.
Second lift off.
it takes a bit. We see it goes and it goes and
There's a guerrilla attack. I hope they don't attack these spaceports.
oh
But then we
no,
can see the
we will
the,
tanks.
what happens.
So yeah.
Yeah, if this, by the way, if the spaceport gets broken during a space mission, it's immediately abort mission.
Oh.
So you need the spaceport running during the mission. If it just has a problem, then yeah, as I said before, the rocket will just pause and wait for new instructions.
Yeah, there she goes. I would actually like to see a space launch in real life. That would be. All the people say that it's really loud.
Yeah, okay.
Even from such a distance, you can feel the launch actually.
Yeah. I was a couple of times watching Formula 1 live, and even those small cars, it felt like the heaven is shattering when it passed by. It was unbelievable, that sound.
But it's a higher pitch. It's not the
It's
steep,
this
deep
is-
rumble.
You're right. This is definitely that's a higher pitch, but that power, you can feel that power. It's not only the level. It's really that power you can feel. It's screaming so loud. So back in the 90s.
Yeah, so we see our mission is on the way and it will take a while.
You're more a PC player? Or have consoles at home?
I don't have any consoles,
Okay.
but I do have a Steam Deck. Which is
Oh,
now...
you own a
I-
Steam.
I own a Steam Deck,
I
yeah.
believed you played it here in the
No,
office.
I bought one myself and it's one of my favorite handhelds of all time. I mean, I did have the Nintendo DS and
Yeah.
the PlayStation Portable, but this one is really good now.
Yeah, the whole handling, it's fantastic. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
On that note, we got our first space event,
No, boredom infection. Yeah. So,
which
yeah,
is, I guess, one of the worst one we could have, right?
no. This is by far not worse.
Yeah.
It's worse than-
Joyride. Oh, come
No, there are a lot worse. I mean, I think there's even one where you can't really escape it, or at least it's very awkward. No, this is actually one of the more normal ones, but yeah. So by the way, in the background you see these. The rocket has an exclamation mark next to it. That is basically showing when there's some issue, and then you can go into the space UI, and there you see in the first step you would see what kind of issue is. And this time, it's a space event which immediately pop-ups anyway for you to resolve.
Yeah.
So, and here you see, okay, you can use the Funhauser special. No pun. This is just. This is actually some. Okay, so you can make a big party, and you can do a joyride, or you can do abort the mission, which we shouldn't do now. If you use the fuel, then yeah, we probably won't even reach the next debris, I would guess.
Yeah, so we
we have to
should
use
use the
autopilot.
Funhauser special.
So,
We have,
and now
I
comes
think,
the-
yeah.
And sometimes it's so not everything is as straightforward. Usually, if you see something in the brackets like unknown consequences, then you know, like, there's some special thing there as well. So, but this time it's probably just normal minus 68 and no special things. But yeah, so use the Funhauser special.
Yeah, we see we have 100 supplies, and now we should have less.
And now you get the resolution what actually happened. So it's I think also the texts are hilarious. I mean, so
They're really fun, yeah.
yeah, if you read through them, there's this. I think this is so. If you dig the Tropico humor, then you will probably like this text. If you say, okay, I don't really like Tropico humor, then maybe you won't smile so much. But I totally loved it.
Oh, very, very important questions. What benefits do I get from doing the space mission to Mars in Sandbox? I mean, other than being superior to every other country, of course.
We
So
can...
you get yeah, exactly. So, do you want to explain again? Or-
Oh, you can if you want.
Oh, okay. So, I mean, you can land in one of the 7 different colonies and put people there. And they give different prominent bonies. So this is like the idea of your end game. Okay, what should you do if you want to get just a bit better in all kinds of different things? So it's not only getting money. I think there's one where I can get Swiss money, but it's
Yeah,
also
right,
like
yes.
faction increase. There's boat speed is kind of fun when you have like together with the edict, you have super fast things. So to get standing with other factions, this is like just to make some prominent bonies in your game. And yeah, you can get the bragging rights to, I don't know, land on every single colony if you want. But this is kind of, what should I do? I just researched everything. Oh, let's send people to Mars.
And also we should add that the screen changes visually, so you actually see that a colony gets built there.
Okay.
Currently you don't have any, apparently, there, but yeah. Once you land,
You will see little buildings pop up and a nice little colony forming.
but don't put too much expectation. Nobody is walking around, or so. It's a UI. Yeah, so I guess the next space event will be our demise. Probably. I mean, if you reach the debris, but we probably should... I mean, if we would now want a power game to Mars, we should use the debris for the research. Because I don't think with the 100 tons... There's, I think, at least 2 more space events, and...
That's the risk we took, but
Yeah.
on the plus side we leave back some debris, so our next mission will be easier.
Yeah, and there it is.
You said it.
Nirvana, yeah. That is like, and you see unforeseen consequences everywhere. So that is like one of the first things you can get. Okay, so that is the anti-choker. And the only option we have here is abort mission. But you could even see, I mean, even the first mission is like -82. And that is because risk level was 175. We have a very crappy rocket. We only had 100 tons. Yeah, it's just... But this is meant to be. I mean, you're not meant to be to go to Mars with the first rocket.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Yeah, it's like...
We failed.
Yeah.
But as you can see at the top, now we have the debris and everything that was left in there. It's still in there, except the people. We don't talk about what happened to them. And yeah, you can salvage it later, also for research. So, and that is the way to get... this one way to get research. I mean, we already did the moon. Another way, by the way, is the broker. So over now and then, the broker has just some specific researches. So it's nice to check there.
I came to see you as soon as I found
Yeah, reliable nuclear engine, for example. And we even didn't took a research grant the second time. Just
Yeah, I forgot.
So I think we do not have that much time left in that.
yeah, I think it's nice. We don't need to get to Mars today.
Yes.
Yeah.
People can check it out.
Okay. Then here we're back in space. Yes. Thanks a lot, Imi, for being here again. Thanks a lot, Jonas, for being here in the studio, showing us our great new DLC for Tropico 6. It's called New Frontiers, and it's available since yesterday on Steam and on console, on the Xbox consoles and the PlayStation 4 and 5. It will be available on December 15th, and I think that's maybe a nice Christmas present or so. Really enjoying that. The humor is great, the design is fantastic, and new mechanics with that trip to the moon and the Mars with the debris. Yeah, really like that. I hope you enjoy that as well.
Also, don't forget the free content. The Moonlanders also now available for everyone, and you could also build it in the space missions. It also helps a bit in space missions. And we have some other trick up our sleeves, maybe before Christmas, but I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay.
So yes, we are continue working on the game, because that is also a very common question in the forum.
Yeah.
Are you still working? Are you still planning something? We are way not finished yet. Don't worry.
Cool. Okay, that's all from us. Maybe we will have a stream, release stream for the consoles as well, so we can show the different controllings, because it's very nice playing that game as well. For me, goodbye, until next time.